Understand. Yeah, that's great. So as much as some people may think that Switchvox is trying to catch up with the big boys, it sounds like from what you're saying, maybe the Shoretels and Avayas of the world need to catch up with Switchvox and join the open world of SIP.
We'd like to think so.
That's great. So as we discussed this, we talked about some of the technical elements and the architecture differences between the two different approaches. What does that really mean to a customer? Why is it a compelling argument to choose the Switchvox?
That's a good question, in the sense that most of our customers tell us that they appreciate the value of Switchvox, meaning you purchase the solution and all of the features will be included. So oftentimes when you're looking at competitive bids between, for instance, a Switchvox product and a Shoretel product that's of like product families and so forth, or user basis numbers, we have the ability of providing up to 60%, sometimes even greater than that, cost savings over those competitors. And that's just, for instance, looking at the number of features included. So with Switchvox, you purchase the product, and if you want to add SIP trunks, then you could do that at no extra charge. So there's no charge for the number of SIP trunking connections you have to Switchvox. Or if you would like to add mobility, that's going to be included with the product. So all of the features, call queues, IVR functionality, those are all built into Switchvox. And we have the ability to offer this product at such a cost advantage, or provide that advantage to our customers, because we have the open source community. So when you think of the cost of developers and you think of the cost of people that actually do quality assurance on your product, we actually have a lot of that resource occurring within the Asterisk community, and we can take those features and integrate them directly into our Switchvox product and provide that at a real value to our customers.
Well, that's great. So it sounds like you have a fundamental competitive advantage from a cost structure versus the proprietary folks. And I just the other day read an article that they said that cloud computing is pretty much has been made possible just by the mere fact of open source. The expense to do it would have been so extraordinary using proprietary technology that it just wouldn't have happened. And sounds like you're doing that same thing with telephony and kind of turning everybody on their ear. So good to hear. Nice disruptive technology. We love it. So
thanks.
In this this last spring, you introduced your first line of telephones, and that was a little bit different for Digium. They had never done something like that before. Introduced their own telephone, somewhat possibly in competition with some of the telephone providers. Could you tell us why you rolled that product out and how it fits in, and probably most importantly, what it mean again to that end user customer?
With the Digium phones that we've introduced earlier this year, these particular phones actually allow you to take the capabilities of Switchvox to your endpoint. So they also are offered at quite a cost discount, as you would see some of the other competitive phone solutions. But what they allow our resellers and our customers to have access to is a very simple configuration, automatic updates and so forth of the phone software, etc. But then also the ability to have many of those features that you would normally have on the switchboard extended right to the IP handset or right to that particular desk phone. So they are all HD quality voice phones. We do have 3 models available today. So we have the D40, the D50, and the D70 products. And these particular products allow you to extend things such as call queues. You can see real-time presence on the phone of whether your employees are on their phone or not. You can access your contacts easily. Many of the capabilities of the mobile devices are also incorporated that you would see typically on a mobile device, you would see on this type of interface. So the ability to use that same type of search capabilities similar to T9 that you would see on a mobile device, you could access directly from these phones. So again, it allows our partners to have a solution that's very easy to install and integrates very tightly with the Switchvox product. So as features are integrated into that solution, we can incorporate all of those into the IP handset. Whereas previously, while we worked very well with many other providers, we were dependent on their software upgrades or firmware upgrades, etc., and having to backward integrate those into Switchvox. So it wasn't always the smoothest integration, although they worked fine together.
Okay, great. So it sounds like the best of both worlds. You've got the advantages of a purpose-built Digium telephone that's tightly integrated, but yet the customer and the reseller still has access to the full range of SIP-based telephones. Couldn't be better. Lots of choice. We always like choice. So what has the market acceptance been of the new telephones?
Actually, very, very well. Many partners have started adopting these products with Switchvox immediately. So it was beyond what Digium had expected initially. So that was surprisingly good, and we've had great success with the phones as they've been implemented and integrated. In fact, I'm speaking on a Digium phone right now, so many people are pleased with these products, and it's really taken off well.
Excellent, excellent. I know certainly our customers have taken to them. The build quality seems equal to the best in the marketplace. The speakerphone is great, and aesthetically it's a very pleasing phone. So hats off to your folks at Digium for designing that product from scratch first time around. You did a great job.
Well, thank you. Good to hear.
So Angie, let's go big picture here if we can. How do you see the evolution of the Switchvox? We already talked that it was first basically a GUI for an asterisk box. It's evolved to a serious contender for small to medium-sized businesses. What does the future hold?
When looking at Switchvox, we continue to develop a product that would integrate into the way people work today. So I've mentioned mobile integration, and we recently introduced fixed mobile convergence, allowing people to really transfer calls, record calls remotely from a cell phone or any other type of device. So we recognize that people are working in various ways today. So we recognize the fact that people are wanting to communicate. You mentioned cloud-based types of applications or integrate other types of solutions into Switchvox. So we will continue to develop the product to accommodate that feature type of growth that businesses are seeing and wanting to implement into their solutions today. So we'll see more integrations or tighter integrations with third-party solutions. We'll see obviously an advancement even more so into the mobile markets and into presence and some of the other applications, collaboration that people are looking for. But we also recognize that businesses don't stop at 400 users today, so we're looking at solutions that would provide Switchvox into even larger organizations.